intro time. What? You want to do the intro? Do it.
I know I'm doing it. Welcome to Raspberry Berries. My name is Crystal. This is Ryan. And we're here today to watch the Venom trailer that just was released. The third one.
This morning, yes.
This morning, the third one.
And we had to wait for you to come home.
Yeah, he did.
Because she had to work.
I know.
But, yeah, I know. But let's get to it. Cue the intro stuff. So yes, today we're going to be reacting to the third Venom movie trailer. Wow, I'm so unexcited I'm messing up my words. I know. You're probably wondering, but Ryan, you love Venom. You've told me all about him when not on camera. And you're right. I am a huge Venom fan. In fact, Venom is one of my favorite Spider-Man villains of all time. Here's the problem. Ever since the first trailer came out, and then even with the second one, I've not been excited for this.
Really?
Yes, really, because like I have told you this off screen before, when it comes to doing a Venom movie, I just don't know how Sony can possibly make a great Venom movie without Spider-Man. Because
it would be difficult.
Because you see, Venom's creation was out of Spider-Man, because during Secret Wars in the comic books, Spidey got a new suit. He thought it was a costume machine thing, but instead it was an alien life form. Mm-hmm. And then eventually, like several issues after that, he got the symbiote off of him, and it went to Eddie Brock, thus becoming Venom, and that's why the symbol. I've heard that this one doesn't have the symbol, which is like, okay, that helps a bit, but
what? How is it?
Well, I don't know why he's going to refer to himself as Venom. I want to know that, but maybe. Anyway, we can talk more about this after we watch the trailer. So, are you ready?
Ready.
Okay.
Are you ready?
I guess. All right. And here we go. We are watching the trailer now in 3, 2, 1, go.
We are Venom.
Oh, good. The whole fake trailer thing.
I'm Eddie Brock. I'm a reporter. I always seem to find myself questioning something the government may not be looking at. I found something really bad.
Really bad.
I have been...
Eddie.
Who said that? Taken.
Okay. I like the book.
Look around in the world. What do you see? A planet on the brink of collapse. Human beings are disposable. But man and symbiote combined. This is the new race, new species. A higher life form.
What do you want from me?
You'll find out.
I'm so sorry.
So sorry. Okay,
We
good.
cannot just hurt people.
Whoa, okay.
Eyes at ease, the way I see it. We can do whatever we want.
Yeah, that looks decent.
Eyes, lungs, pancreas.
Oh my gosh.
Little time.
Oh man. Oh. Okay, that's a bit off.
That power, it's not completely awful.
You have no idea how much you're scaring me right now.
Eddie, cooperate. And you just might survive.
Guys, you do not want to do this, trust me.
Giant leaps will always come at a cost.
Whoa. Okay.
Oh.
Whoa. Wait. Is that Carnage? Or is that a different symbiote? Is that Poison or?
It looked like a different symbiote.
It didn't look like Carnage. That's good.
I saw someone.
We will eat both your arms and then both of your legs, and then we will eat your face right up your head. You will be this armless, legless, faceless thing, won't you? Rolling down the street like a turd in the wind.
What are you?
We are Venom.
Okay. Oh, and he just ate that guy's head off.
Oh, I have a parasite. Yeah. Name is Chen.
Okay.
Wow.
All right then. That's the end of that. Apparently, you're very impressed.
Again, I don't know much from, the comic side of things, so I don't really understand, what.
It was really. I'm gonna have to watch this again because you were too dang noisy.
Really? I was excited. What's wrong with that?
Yeah, but you kept saying things and I couldn't hear what he was saying.
I'm sorry.
But I mean, at least I'm glad you're excited. At least that's out of.
It definitely got my hopes up from when we originally saw the first one, like when the
first
phase.
Well,
came
that
over.
was that was their first official, but everybody knows like the first one was the teaser trailer. And everybody hated it. Everybody hated it because like, what? You're gonna show a Venom trailer and there's no Venom in it? Mm-hmm. And it's like, I mean, I get that it's a teaser.
Yeah.
But it's a length of a full trailer. Yeah. Basically.
Yeah.
So I mean, this is they're calling it official trailer 2. This is the third trailer technically for us. But I mean, when I saw that other one, when like you said, when we saw his face and we said, "We are Venom," and I liked that. I mean, let's just say, I really do hope that this film is successful. I hope it does well critically. I hope it does well financially because I do love the character. And honestly, after watching this, I'll admit there's some parts of it that look really good, and then there's some parts that look really bad.
Well, and
the CG looks really bad at some parts.
Well, and
for me,
and for me,
seems a little too cartoony.
I'm not, I don't read the history and such, so I can't really say. Like, I enjoyed the trailer, like as you could probably tell. I really enjoyed
Mr. Scream.
But that. But again, I don't really know the history, so I can't really say I, have the certain expectations like most people who've read them.
You're more of a general audience.
Yes.
Even though I drag you to every superhero movie ever, but.
Well, and I'm slightly lucky because you have the knowledge. And if I have a question, I could be like, "Hey Ryan, what's this?"
Who's this? But no, I mean, so I'll say this: I'm part of me is excited for the film. I will say that, but this is one of those films where we're not going to the opening night. I don't want to.
No.
I don't want to. I want to see it like when I can get the cheapest amount to pay for a ticket.
I agree.
Which would be like, the matinee showings. Only because, like I said, you can't really have a fully great Venom movie without Spider-Man. I just don't see it. I could be wrong. I mean, maybe this movie will prove me wrong. I honestly, my best case scenario I really want is we go to this movie.
Yeah.
We leave the theater going, oh my gosh, that was so amazing. How on earth did they do that well of a movie without Spider-Man? But here's the thing. As great as the movie might be, this is all hypothetical, as great as it might be, I'm still going to be slightly like, it would have been better with Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Because with that connection. But here's the thing. Another thing I want to say, because I keep saying that over and over again. It's got a lot of good things going for it. Such as, as far as we've seen, we have not seen Venom try to use any webbing, any of that. Because because the symbiote has the ability to, when it bonded with Spider-Man, and Spider-Man has his web shooters.
Yes, you
but after that, but after the symbiote bonded with Peter, it was able to produce its own webbing. So when it went to Eddie, Eddie already had like it again replicated the webbing fluid and the webbing effect.
And in the trailer,
so
it was just
it's just the symbiote
expanding.
itself,
It's like
and
expanding.
honestly, it kind of reminds me a lot of the Ultimate Spider-Man video game that was on Xbox that I had, because you start off kind of as Eddie. You can play as Eddie, but when you start with Eddie as the symbiote, he doesn't have the symbol on him at first. And he just uses his tendrils, the symbiote.
Yep.
Part of the symbiote is extended from himself. And I like that. I really do. I like seeing that in this. I liked the ending of the trailers. First we're going to do this. And then we're going to do that. And then we're going to bite your head off. And then you're just going to be a walking, headless human being.
And then
what the heck are you? We are Venom.
And then it just goes back to being Eddie, and he just talks to
I do like oh yeah, I'm sorry, I got a parasite. See you later, Miss Chen.
I love that. That was great.
No, that's a good piece of humor, but the tone feels like the tone seems like it could be all over the place a little bit, because a little bit of comedy, a little bit of horror, a little bit of of action. And I mean, hopefully, tonally it'll be fine. It'll be like, maybe it will be a nice, smooth thing to see. Well, it'll feel natural, but
I'm worried about the story, though. I don't want them to
that's
rush it.
No, I mean, I don't know. I can't say. I don't. Only time will tell when we see how rushed it might feel.
Yeah.
The pacing might be off. We can't really say without. I mean, this is just a trailer. We can speculate. No, we can speculate it over and over. No, we're not watching it again.
Aww.
We'll watch it after this. We're not going to make them watch the trailer twice in one video. But anyway, like, I don't know. I'm worried because the villain. I see potential of weak villain again with this, and also the marketing for this whole thing has been weird. The last trailer we got, release your anti-hero or inner anti-hero. It's like, okay, that's a bit confusing. And Sam and I talked about that. It's like, what the heck are you, what are you trying to go for here? So, but honestly, no, as far as, I mean, okay, if we're going to go like into a verdict of how the trailer, I will go see it. Yeah. I'm not overly excited. I'm probably going to be going in with pretty low expectations. Again, he feels a bit too shiny, glossy in certain parts.
Yeah.
And it seems like, I know he's not really there. I know it's a CG creation, but it's like, you're making it real. No, you're making it blatantly obvious he's not. That is a CG effect. I'm not feeling sucked into it. My suspension of disbelief is being taken out a bit.
Yeah.
So, how do you feel?
Again, I can see like some of the parts you were talking about, but for me as a general audience, it looks interesting to me. Again, it's just a trailer, so you never know if the plot will be rushed or if the story will just like jump everywhere, or if like there'll be horror and then there'll be
they've said somebody like the writer or the director said like this feels like a werewolf film. Yeah. And I can definitely tell by that from watching this trailer, because Eddie's having a hard time controlling the symbiote, and that's the thing. The symbiote is violent in nature. Yeah. And I could go into whole history of comics, but we don't want to do that right now. So we're going to sum up we're going to conclude with, we're going to look at Twitter now for some other people's reactions. I already checked. No one's used the hashtag Afterbury Credits yet. I'll put it up again here for future videos. Use the hashtag Afterbury Credits to become part of the show. But a good friend of mine on YouTube has tweeted about his reaction to the trailer. And I talked to him and said, "Yeah, go ahead. I know he didn't use the hashtag, but he said, yeah, go ahead and read my tweet to people." So, and then we're gonna look at some other people's reactions real quick, as far as on Twitter. So, Xander the Commander, this is the friend of mine on YouTube. You should check out his channel. I'll have a little link to his channel at the end of the video. So he says, "Saw the new Venom trailer, and it is still not worth my time. Nice try, Sony, but you guys should give the rights back to Marvel." Honestly, I have to agree with Xander on that. I want Venom in the Marvel universe. I want him in the MCU. As far as casting though goes, the one thing this movie definitely got right is casting Tom Hardy as Eddie Brock instead of Topher Grace, that piece of garbage who ruined Spider-Man 3. Sorry.
Great.
So that was his comment. I'm not going to be putting up the comments because I honestly don't know how to do that on Adobe. So if you want to tell me how I can do that without spending more money for templates, because I'm poor, please let me know. So let's take a look at some of these other reactions. What I always wanted Venom to be. So Paul from @PaulRom95 says, #Venom himself looks and acts almost identically to what I've always wanted a live action Venom to be. Well, aside from the lack of Spider-Man connections, but I can overlook that. And good for you, Paul. Honestly, that's a good thing. I'm glad that you can actually look over that, because honestly, I feel like if I'm gonna try to get any enjoyment out of this film, I really need to get over the fact that Spider-Man's not in it and there's no connections into it. And at least they're not trying to make any connections at all, make it a separate thing. At least they're being consistent with that. I will give them that. So, Paul, @PaulRom95, I really hope you do enjoy the movie. I'll keep an eye out for what you might say when it comes out. Let's see. So Molly Freeman @MollyRocket says, looks like a non-environmentally conscious movie about Hexus from the Fern Gully, and I'm weirdly into it, ?
Wow. I didn't think of that.
I didn't think of that connection at all, but that is awesome.
I've seen for a while.
And she added another tweet. It says, also shot from the Venom trailer, looks like a Renaissance painting, and I'm definitely into it. So again, good. I'm glad to see that some people are going to be into this. So, but no, honestly, that is a very funny connection, and and now that I think about it, I totally see where she's getting that from.
Yeah, right. Like,
so,
for those of us who've seen it.
Well, yeah, it was a classic, I guess. Anyway, Tom Salter @Tombola tweets, we are Venom. This looks so freaking sweet. #Venom. Good. No, this is good. I'm glad that some people are actually excited. I want people to be excited because Tom Hardy has said he wants to go up against Tom Holland's Spider-Man. Tom Holland wants to go up against Tom Hardy's Venom. Honestly, I want to see that. I just think it'd just be hard. They'd have to put this Venom into the MCU somehow, which would be confusing, because Spidey needs to get the Venom suit. If they're ever going to introduce Spider-Man in the MCU, they need to have the suit. Have him get the symbiote. Okay. We'll do a few more, and then we'll call it quits. @Squirrel Wrangler, I rarely laugh at the obligatory joke at the end of a superhero trailer. Trend I noticed with Wonder Woman. Except, honestly, with #Venom, I chuckled aloud for a good minute. Yeah, that was pretty funny at the end.
That was very amusing.
Okay. This one's by G. Chowdhury? Sorry. Whatever. I can't pronounce. I'm bad.
Apologies.
Like he's going to watch this.
I have no idea. I want to.
If he does, thank you. And plus, with a name like that, we don't know if it's man or woman.
This one?
Sure, you go ahead and read a few.
Okay, yes. Okay. Says the new Venom trailer is freaking amazing. The detail they gave to the new
symbiote
suit makes the one in Spider-Man 3 look like garbage.
It was already garbage.
Can't wait for October 5th. I have to agree with him.
Yeah, no, the Spider-Man 3 suit was absolute garbage and had the worst person to play it. Okay, last one, and then we're going to call it quits.
Okay, last one. Watching Comics podcast.
Ooh, another podcast I might have to get into.
Posted new Venom trailer thoughts. Visuals look fantastic. When in doubt, trust Tom Hardy and Michelle Williams. But if the small sample of dialogue are
indicative
of the whole, we may be in trouble. Can an iconic character and great visuals trump a weak script? That is a good question.
That is a very good question. I honestly don't know. If so, to sum up with all that, with that last tweet, I'm gonna say this: when it comes to certain movies that I've seen, when it comes to a weak script, it really hurts the film. But I'll say, like, I mean, I'm gonna respectively disagree. Some of the visuals to me just look a little off. In my opinion, they just look a little too, like that person said, looks a little bit like hexes from Ferngully.
All right.
But you know, I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna try to enjoy it. I want to, and I'm honestly glad I'm seeing some people are excited about it. It's just gonna be the thing that when it comes out in October, we'll just have to wait and see.
Oh yeah, of course.
And of course, we'll review it afterwards. So. And Sam will be a part of that review, because we're not going to see it opening night, so it won't be posted like the next day or anything. But
yeah.
Well, with that being said, I guess that's it. If you're excited for Venom, please leave a comment below. Give us your thoughts in the comment section. Be sure to follow us on Twitter at RMB Reviews. Leave a like. Subscribe. We want to hear from you, please. I'm not sure how many more Twitter things I'm going to be able to pull off with other people's reactions to certain things. So please use the hashtag #AfterBuriedCredits to be part of the show. We really want to hear from you. So, adios. I don't know why I'm doing this. Bye-bye.